So we have returned 2 months later. It honestly didn't feel like 2 months, but it's been 2 months. Part 2 to one of my favorite videos that I've ever made. It's easily a top 5 video I've ever made, and that is my unpopular rap opinion. Part 2. Fuck is they talking about, man? So obviously, let me give y'all a little disclaimer. Man, I could give a fucking million disclaimers, and there's still gonna be that one dude. You're wrong about this and this, and it's like, bro, it's an opinion, bro. It's my opinion. If you like it, that's perfectly fine. I feel like I don't gotta explain that it's my opinion, but some people just don't listen. With that being said, let's get into that fucking video. Roll the fucking intro, yo. Number 5. The underground scene is way better than the mainstream scene right now. If you were to ask me last year, and especially 2019, then I would have definitely said that the mainstream scene was just like way better than the underground scene. But a lot of the shit that's been coming out in the mainstream this year has just been, some of that mid pack. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't been hitting right. But that underground shit, that underground shit going crazy. I could argue that Paso Flacco dropped the best album of the year. What you finna say? You finna say Certified Lover Boy was better? Stop lying, bro. Stop lying to yourself. That Certified Boy Lover is actually a good album. And don't even get me started on Donda. I know I said I liked it, but in terms of Kanye music, it's not his best. Off the Grid still go crazy though. And Call Me If You Get Lost, it's just not as good as what Tyler gave us back in 2019. What gave Tyler that album of the year 2 years ago was not what we got this year. And even the off season, this is easily my least favorite J. Cole album, but it's still good. It's just my least favorite J. Cole album. So I'm listening to the playback, and I kind of forgot about the fact that KOD existed, and I actually like this more than KOD. KOD is my least favorite J. Cole album. It's easily his worst album. So yeah, I like him more than KOD. Now you can get back to the video. But like, the underground just been killing it. Baby Santana, Young Chris, Autumn, Cash Dami, DC the Dawn, Paso Flacco, Cochise, SSG Kobe. Like, there's so many just niggas in the underground that I've just been bumping. If you look at my most replay, most of it is underground. That's pretty much what it is. Well, I mean, most of it is DC. So, but don't get it twisted though. The mainstream scene could low-key have a comeback next year, because, they went all out last year. I'm not gonna lie. Number 4, Lil Peep was overrated. Now, obviously, before I say this, let me just say, rest in peace, Lil Peep. I know there was a lot of people that really liked his music, and therefore, I think because I didn't really feel a connect with his music, I genuinely just found him overrated. I knew a lot of people that thought Lil Peep was a top-tier rapper, and I thought that his music just did not hit. I was not a fan of that sad boy emo rap shit, and if I was, there were other artists that I thought did it better than Lil Peep. Lil Peep had an underground sound that I just did not like. Don't get me wrong, even artists that I don't like, I still have songs that I actually, enjoy from them. And I have Lil Peep songs that I've downloaded or saved to my playlist because I've liked them. But for the most part, I thought he was overrated. But just because I think something is overrated does not mean I think it's bad. I don't really have a verdict on Lil Peep. I just think that he's overrated. Because you can genuinely think that something's overrated and still like it. But you just know that it don't get the hype. It gets the hype that it don't deserve. Fuck. Number 3, you can separate the art from the artist. And what do I mean by that? There have been a lot of artists that have done a lot of fucked up shit, but I feel like if you like their music, you can still listen to it as long as you know what the artist did is bad, and you're not like, oh no, they're being accused of no, because if all the evidence points at them, doing the bad, then clearly they did the bad. Like, the context clues point towards him, but they still make good music, so I'm still gonna listen to their music because Tokyo's Revenge, he did what he did, but I can't stop listening to Sorry featuring 24K Golden. Number 2, Lil Uzi Vert has peaked in his career. Now, I'm not going to say that Uzi has fallen off, because Uzi has basically garnered a diehard fan base. So even if Uzi was to have a lot of people stop listening to his music, he's still going to have a core following of millions of people that are still willing to listen to his music. And I'm not even going to say that Uzi has fallen off, but I genuinely think as an artist, Uzi has genuinely peak. Compare him to someone like Playboi Carti, who had one of the biggest albums of last year, was on Kanye's album numerous times, and has just basically been in the news even when he just fucking tweets out a picture of him yawning or some bullshit like that. Counter that to Uzi, who could fucking tweet a plus sign and nobody really bats an eye. Nobody really cares about Uzi like that no more. Number 1, this one I feel like a lot of people are gonna get very upset about. This is probably something that a lot of people might not fuck with me for, but not every rapper that passes away is a legend. I'm sorry, but I gotta tell it how it is, because if 6ix9ine were to die right now as I'm making this video, would you call him a legend? If Lil Xan was to die right now, would you call him a legend? Fuck it. If Lil Windex was to die right now, would you call him a fucking legend? No, you wouldn't. Most rappers are not legends, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. For me to be more respectful, I personally say legend in the making, because a lot of these rappers at the time of their death, they weren't around long enough to be considered legends. The rappers you can consider legends are the rappers that have been around for a minute. Shit, you could even kind of consider X to be in part of that. But someone like King Von, who was only around for a year and some change, or Lil Loaded, who was only around for a year and some change, they're not legends. They didn't do enough in their fucking short careers to warrant them being legends, but they were legends in the making. Like Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was popping for less than a year. What did he do in that short time to warrant him as a legend in the rap community? But he was a legend in the making. I'm not gonna say like, oh, he was just a rap nigga that died. No, he was a legend in the making. That's more respectful, other than you just putting these rappers on this high ass pedestal. But at the same time, even on that topic of rappers passing away, people just like get they fucking deceased dicks in their mouth. Like, it's like, bro, you was not rocking with this rapper before they died. Now all of a sudden you want to take this time to cherish what they left behind instead of what. With that being said, I think this is where obviously the video is going to end. Bars. If you agree with any of my opinions, let me know, and if you disagree, let me know, because YouTube done got rid of the dislike button, so I can't really see if y'all not fucking with what I say. So I feel like this one ain't gonna hit as good as the first one. I kind of even really want to make a sequel, because I like all the shit I basically said in the first one was basically what I had to say at the first time. But I'm pretty sure I put number 1 in the fucking first video. Like, I'm pretty sure I titled it Rap Opinions 1, and I'm pretty sure I made a playlist for this shit, so it was basically bound to have a sequel come sooner or later. That's why this sequel took so damn long to drop. Anywho, if you're new, make sure you like and subscribe with post notifications on to stay up to date for whenever I upload a new video. I'm not even going to tell you when I upload, but it tends to be every other day. I upload every other day, and with that being said, I'm going to check you guys out.
It really be like that sometimes.